right, Vera.
Thank you, Rabbi. I've had this question, I've been carrying it around for years, and this week I listened to 2 of your teachings and you answered my question. But today I have a follow-up question to your answer.
I just want to let everybody know this is our artist, okay? Who makes all those wonderful Parsha Pearls pictures and images and things for the crafts, etc. Just fantastic. Okay, Vera, what's your question?
Thank you. I've had an issue with seek him with all your mind and all your heart. That little word all has been a stumbling block for me. And in your teaching, you said it is not the degree of seeking, but the intent.
Right, so you can't, without distraction, you can't do these things. And we're human beings, there's always distraction. But the intention is to focus all, love with all, put him first, give him everything. But we live in a world that's filled with distracting things. And so you're not going to be 24/7 or whatever amount of time you're not sleeping, right? Focus just on that. But your intention and the effort you make is to love him with all your mind, with all your being, with all your strength, which is the ve'ahavta, right? Okay? That's your intention, which means that's also your effort. He knows full well the world is not going to allow for you to actually do that because it's going to be constantly trying to distract you away from that. But if you intend, you will get much closer to it than if you did not intend. That make sense?
Yeah, it does. It's still, I'm hung up on that word all.
Well, I mean, but you got to understand where the kind of comparisons come in. If it says to love him with all, I have to be careful that I'm not loving somebody more than him. But with all doesn't allow necessarily, if we look at it the wrong way, it doesn't allow any room for me to love my wife because I'm loving him with all. So I have to not be holding back is what it's saying. Don't hold back anything in loving him, and he should be loved the most. But if it's all and not leaving any room for anything else, did that help? Okay, I figured that's where we were kind of going. Then how would I love my children? How would I love all of you if it's all got to go to him? Okay? So, but I have to do this with all the strength I have is to make sure that I'm putting all things in the correct alignment, in the correct, when I say alignment, I mean like I have to love him more than I love even my wife. I have to love him more than I love everything, even than my life. That's all. But I still have to love you, okay? And how could I do that if all means there's nothing other than that, that's it, and there's nothing left for anything else, okay? So it means that when I am loving him, maybe this is also, when I am loving him, I'm not holding anything back, okay? By the way, you should have that also with your spouse. You love your spouse, you shouldn't be holding anything back. There should be an all in that relationship as well, okay? Now you still know you have the Father above all these things, but when you are loving your child, it should be loving them you shouldn't be holding anything back. Is that more of a better way of understanding, does it make sense then for the all, that you're not holding anything back as opposed to giving everything and there's nothing to share with anybody else?